Da-da. Good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning to you and you and you and you. When the band began to play, the stars were shining bright. Now the milkman's on his way. It's too late to say good night, to say good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning, good morning. Let's look at the gold saucer. I need to do like the fashion review stuff. I didn't do it too. I didn't get too into it. I'm just gonna go get my like mandatory, or my not mandatory. You get 10,000 just for showing up, no matter what your score is. So I'm gonna get that. That is my goal today. Airship landing. Oh, hi there. I didn't see you there. Oh my god, I didn't see the pup dirt under my seat. Here, I'm sorry. I almost rolled you over. Have some food. I'm sorry, Bear Cub. I did not mean to do that. Oh my god, he's right behind my chair. I was not expecting that. Almost rolled into him. Both my dogs have zero concept of personal space or object permanence. Okay. Well, I don't know, I think Bear has better concept of object permanence. People maybe did once upon a time. She's just older now and she's taking it. No, they're here. Okay. Let's see what we're gonna get. I can't read numbers, so this'll be fun. Or we could get something better here. Hey, that's not too bad. Way more than 10. Hi, Ryo! Hi, Ryo! Ryo, right? Yes. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Hello! How are you today? Ooh, that looks good. Hi, Cosmic-ear! Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Let me know if I'm saying it wrong. Or if you prefer to just go by, like, Cosmic or something. Also, yeah, I hear you on being a bit tired. Sometimes it's the caffeine that just gets you through it, huh? Alright. Woo! What am I going for here? Honestly, none of these look like good options. I'm gonna go with this one. 702 is not that bad. Alright, I don't really have any cards to get rid of. So I'm just gonna go get my 10,000 from going and doing the fashion review. And cause is enough? Okay, cool. Cool. I'm just making sure I've got everyone's names right, you know? Woo! Alright. God, I wish that coat was not just for weavers. I hate crafting. Into the Woods? Like the musical? Okay. Well, I do look... Hi, Moira! How are you today? Are you doing okay? Let me know if my game audio needs to be adjusted too. Into the Woods we go. I didn't watch Into the Woods that much. I didn't really like the musical. I mean, maybe the stage play is better than the movie version, but like the movie version has like James Corden in it, which is enough to know how that turned out. I know I got the casting coat. I also got the healing coat too. I lucked out there. Alright, now give me my 10,000. I don't care if I did well or not. I've kind of unlocked the spring shorts, which is all I wanted to unlock. I'm good. Definitely running off of caffeine today. I had kind of a rough night mental health wise, but like all in all it's good. It's actually like really sunny and nice today, which is definitely a mood booster. Alright, come on. There we go. I just need 100 of this. I think, yeah, it's 100 and then 3 wins. Focusing. There we go. I'm getting good at this. I'm gonna fail the next one. As soon as I say I'm getting good, I just know the next one's gonna be awful. Okay. Just gotta wait for it to slow down a bit, but not too slow. Don't overthink it. Just exist in time and space. There. Nope, nope, yep, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. There we go. Okay, back on track. Yeah. I'm just doing this to get the challenge log up, and then after that, I'm doing 90s. Ooh, nope, nope. Ah, I should have just held off a little longer there. Yeah, it does slow down at 10 seconds. Yeah. Come on. There we go. I mean, the main thing for me where things happen is like, I have cognitive processing issues, so sometimes there's a delay between my brain and the rest of my, like a very tiny delay between the brain and the rest of my body. So I'm trying to like get ahead of myself, but not too ahead of myself. It's kind of an overthinking thing. There we go. That should be the challenge log. No, that wasn't it. I'm looking for this. Oh, I already got both challenges? The fuck? When did I do that? Hey Gray, how you doing? How's life on your end today? The people are here! Oh yeah, no, I love the Instagram community for this game. It is super nice and everyone is so talented. I recently did I did a collab with somebody that should be going up on their channel, but it's gonna look so good. I mean, fun is the goal. Okay, I got lost in the gold saucer. How do I get out of here? I think I get out of here this way. Yes. Very garish place to get lost. Alright. Where do I want to go? Actually... I forgot that I kind of changed it for Summoner here. I could put Return Back on my hotbar for Summoner. I know, they're so great. I do want to fix one thing on Twitch first before we go into 90 dungeons. I'm kind of like trying to make sure all this goes through, okay? So yeah. I'm looking at my phone a lot now for like the chat to make sure I stay up to time on things. But like I want to make sure I can also see it on my computer. So I'm working on that. Yep, be a stream without some technical issues, although this is not like a mind-numbing technical issue. Also, my dog is like, okay, he moved. He moved. Where is he now? He was like right behind my chair and I almost rolled into him and I was scared to death for a second. Hey, Bearcub! Where are you? I don't know if he is out. Maple's behind me snoring. It's like scared to death that I almost rolled into him. Okay, so it's showing up in the thing. Yeah, right here. Okay. Great. So it is showing up here. Let me just, yeah, I don't know. This is weird. I'm just gonna have to deal with this some other time. Yes, I would be very happy to chill with you on Instagram. I think it'd be super fun, or like out in game or whatever. Oh, I'm not on light, unfortunately. I'm on crystal. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm on the RP server. I don't know if that's a problem or not, but like, all right, let's do some 90s. That money and those perks. I haven't actually done any like RP type stuff though. Well, I mean that's not entirely true. Like but like I haven't gone to like parties or anything like that, so I don't know. Just making sure I'm not accidentally running into my dog while I move things. Oh, the little sheep minion's so cute. The sheep. Alright, have a great day, Kaz. Stay safe out there, okay? I didn't realize they were doing a remake. I mean, it'd be cool. I mean, I don't know. I don't spend as much time in the gold saucer as maybe I should. I don't know. I have sensory processing issues, and gold saucer is just very like garish, and it's a little hard on my sensory stuff. But like, I like the concept of it. I think it's a very like well-made. I think it's a very well-made like in-game casino. I think a lot of the in-game casinos tend to be very like pay to win. I think the gold saucer is just a very good example of what you could do with an in-game casino. It doesn't feel like forceful or patronizing or any of that stuff. So, like, it doesn't feel like getting MGP in the gold saucer doesn't feel like something I have to do, and it doesn't feel like a grind. It just feels like I can kind of go there, complete some challenge log stuff, and get out, and it doesn't feel like mandatory all the time. And it's just very easy to like do stuff up. I love that you can like turn in cards for stuff. It's just super good example of what games should do. All right, let's go. An arcade and an amusement park. Does that mean they have like roller coaster rides? Roller coaster rides would be cool. Probably more achievable than the jump puzzles for me. Oh, I forgot my carbuncle. God damn it. How did I forget the carby? Gotta make sure everyone eats their carbs. I love this dungeon. It's just walking around in like an art painting. Ah, almost slowed my words there. Okay. It sounds like it was really fun. Final Fantasy XIV is the only Final Fantasy game I've played. You know, that's kind of like sacrilegious. I don't know. It feels sacrilegious. I don't even think I'm using that word right. I'm not. whatever, the context is there. Summoning dragons is so fun. Anything with dragons is automatically better. Why was Heaven's Sword so good? Because it had dragons. Teleport. I can't wait till their tribe stuff comes out. I really want to see what the Laportes have as like a mount. I'm really hoping it's just a giant carrot. It's probably going to be some sort of mecha, but I'm very much hoping it's just a giant carrot mount. I think a giant carrot mount would be really fun. I mean, you know, to each their own on gameplay styles, you know? Everyone's got their own thing that they do. I'm kind of like an MMO crackhead, so I play like just a lot of MMOs, and I think 14 is just a really good one. Not so much I haven't played a lot of single player games. I don't know, the social element is what's kind of challenging for me, and I really like that. Makes me get out of my comfort zone a bit and talk to people. Come on, Titan! Obliterate these things! Okay, but like seriously. I don't want to use a summon on that. I'm just gonna ruin it, like, guys. Actually, maybe we get like a giant Lunatender as a mount. That'd also be cool. But I think that's something that would more like, because they had like the golden Lunatender for like treasure hunt dungeons, that might be something else. But like, at the same time, getting a giant, like, yeah, most people do play single player mostly. But getting a giant, like, Lunatender mount would be really fun for Liliports as well. Where am I gonna stand? I'm gonna stand here. I could have healed this. If I had known I'd gotten this, I would have healed it. I just don't want to get the final days, which is why I'm not. That one's awful to heal. Everything hates you in that one. But I'm doing this. Come on, Garuda, go get him! Go get him! Oh, I don't want to stand there. I love that is called Get Off My Lawn, and there's a bunch of tiki heads. Just, white suburban mindset. Liliports have it nailed, which is probably why they have poor taste, canonically. Lore-wise, the Liliports have poor taste. For this very reason. I'm on red. Yes, I am on red. Okay, cool. Just kind of get well. This dungeon makes me hopeful we're gonna get apartments on the moon one day. I would love to get apartments on the moon one day. That would be amazing. And really pretty. But also probably extremely cutthroat to get a housing there. Already really cutthroat to get housing even with the new systems. That is red, yes. Okay, cool. Get him, Garuda! Thank you! I mean, getting a house would be nice. Apartments are just much more, like, accessible to get than a house. I mean, I would love to have an FC housing system on the moon. But, like, it's very hard to get housing in this game. What we doing loot-wise? Okay. I mean, honestly, like, I'm trying to get my FC a mansion. That's, like, my main thing. I want to get my FC a mansion, and I just want to make sure we're all, like, yeah. We have a house, it's just a small house. But, like, we're also all gay. So, like, we all want to do crazy interior decorating stuff. And, that's a lot more accessible with the mansion, so I'm saving up for that. It's an FC kind of project, although I don't really require my FC to actually input anything in there. I don't want to be like, hey, you should give us money for a house. That's not what I'm going to do. If they want to spend their gil on glamours and stuff like that, that should be their priority. They keep putting money in the FC chest, and I'm like, really? Just spend your hard-earned gil on yourself. Like, we're not worried about that. I can make enough gil for us to get a mansion. Don't worry about, like, that. Treat yourself if you have the extra gil, you know? Yeah, there's so much stuff to do in this game. I love it so much. I never really run out of stuff, and I never really feel like I'm forced to do stuff. I mean, there's some stuff that you kind of have to do to progress, but, like, it doesn't always feel mandatory. I do everything mostly because I'm a completionist, and I don't like seeing stuff that's not done. That's why I have every single side quest done in this game, because I'm insane. Yeah, like, just completionist mindset, you know? I am not rolling high today, god damn, I got 2s on like everything. But that's fun. Yeah, the UI on console is not great. It's a lot more customizable on PC. Which is what I play on. I don't think I could ever play on a console. I've never actually played on a console in general any game, so I would not even know where to begin. I know that's like kind of a requirement for gamers, but like I don't even know where I would start. I'm kind of used to my tap targeting mindset. I do think it's probably easier to do like action games on console, but maybe not Final Fantasy and tap target. I don't know, I managed to get my UI pretty good right now where I am, which I appreciate, but, yeah. Come on, Titan! Do some damage! That's not too bad. I kind of wish that, like, Sword and Shield was a glam, though. I don't really play Paladin enough to go hunting. Or did start on consoles? Interesting. I don't know too much about the lore. Well, I mean, I know a bit about the lore because one of my friends is, like, really into the lore. But that's kind of my extent. And I guess I watch, there's a YouTube channel called, like, RAB Tunes. And they do these very funny Final Fantasy, like, animated parodies. I've watched all of their animated parodies. So that's my extent of Final Fantasy knowledge. Oh, and I saw some Final Fantasy like 7 remake streams, but I don't know if I ever got too into them. I don't even know why I even bother putting down Garuda's like Circle of Pain. This boss just moves out of it way too much for it to be useful. The tank's doing a good job of like trying to keep it there though. I appreciate that. Thank you, Tank. Your tank's name is Tax Fraud too, which I also appreciate. Hello, Tax Fraud. You are doing a good job of tanking. I appreciate it. Summoning Phoenix. Trying to make sure lots of people have that buff, because that helps the healer. I should have made sure the black mage had that buff, because come on. But I didn't. I don't know if I've actually gotten the minion from this one either. I know I have the one from Omega, I have the minion from the most recent dungeon. I don't have the one from the final days. I don't have the Twitter bird. I don't know if I have the minion from this one. Might be something to hunt down in the future. Okay, we moving? I don't want to summon a primal unless we're moving. kind of a waste of my mana and a DPS if I summon a Primal while we're walking. Okay, we're gonna sit. Good. Always sit. And I do primally stuff. And sit. And then I walk over here, so I don't have to do that. But we have a white mage, so I think they stunned them. Nope, not stunned, did not stun. Over here now. Come on, Ifrit. Let's go! Okay. I'm just gonna open the chest while they deal with that. Hey! Nope, I wanna stand in there. Okay. Honestly though, one of my mates, so right now, like my FC is in, like our house is in the Goblet, and I want to move to either Kugane or Ishgard, because one of my main reasons for moving our FC house is for teleportation purposes. It's a lot cheaper to teleport to those places if you live there. So if I can get one in Kugane, that'd be great, because it's a pain in the ass to teleport from the rest of the world to Kugane. And it's pretty. Mostly I'm just thinking about the teleportation stuff. I want to make sure everything is economically advantaged, you know? Even in game. I have enough like Aether tickets right now that I don't have to worry about teleporting to Limsa. Which means I don't really have to worry about teleporting to like Old Hall or Britannia, because then I can just take the airship, but it's a lot more expensive to go to Kugane or the rest of the world, so start kind of moving up in the world. There's a lot of demand for houses in Kugane right now. Although I'm hoping that with people moving to Ishgard, it'll get better. That's the hope. Yes, the big cheese. I think this as a mount would be fun, or as a minion. So fun. This is the perfect one to use my Circle of Pain on because it doesn't move. It's a boss that doesn't move. And I like that. So lets me sit here and do magey things. I don't want to be next to that tank. Okay, okay. Where am I going? Here I am. Get out here, summon Titan. Right on top of the healer, as one does. Move over here, because I don't want to be there. Over here. Hopefully get everyone with my fiery thing so we can all gain some health. I'm gonna go towards the middle just in case I gotta run. Honestly, if you understand street signs, you're gonna understand this boss's mechanics. Most of them, to the extent. Most of this boss's mechanics are just street signs. It just follow the street sign. Some of it is not, but most of this is just a following of the street. It is. Yeah, it is a Phoenix summon, so, I'm trying to remember what level you get the Phoenix summon. I don't know since they reworked Summoner, but I think I had it at 80, I'm not sure though. But yeah, the Phoenix summon has, like an AoE kind of attack like Bahamut. It also has the ability to, like, you a heal over time buff, which is very useful. It takes some heat off the healers. Yeah. Summoners can summon Phoenix. One of my favorite ones, actually. I just like being able to summon fire, but that's... But, like, I don't like Black Mage because Black Mage requires the act of sitting still, and you don't sit still. I like to be mobile. Yeah, the reworks are great. The reworks on Summoner feel so smooth and amazing. Okay, Black Mage, I have a cheese puff. Yeah, okay. Did it, but I'm gonna do the tank. Tax Fraud 12. And I like their name. Tax Fraud, Taxi Fraud. Yeah. Summoner reworks feel amazing. I'm so good in this new outfit. I did not get the Earring of Aiming. I don't need that, but it would have been nice to get it, because then I could have sold it. Selling things is good too. Sometimes it's just good to roll on gear for money. Or Storm Seals. Although, I've kind of reached my max with my brand company, so Storm Seals aren't super much of a priority for me anymore. Mm-hmm. And I do have to work on Samurai, so I can do leveling shit. Alright. Making sure I'm not rolling my chair into my dog. She was literally sleeping like right on my chair spokes, and I was like, God damn, Bear, I'm gonna roll into you. He did not care. He did not care. I might do the DNA test on him today. And just let everyone know the results. I don't usually do a DNA test on my dog, so I've had a dog every single day of my life. From the time I was born to like now. But, the thing is, like, I usually don't DNA test my dogs, but the thing is, because I'm training Bear to be a service dog, it kind of helps to know what he is, just for, like, purposes. So we are going to do a DNA test on him. We're not sure how accurate they, though. The thing about having a parent who is a scientist and still living at home is I am now subject to a lot of hypothesis discussions where it's like, okay, in order to test how accurate the dog DNA tests are, we are going to get a bunch of dog DNA tests, and then we're going to all swab them, and then we're going to use them, and then we're going to use our pit bull as a control, since we're 95% sure what she is, so then we'll just do that. And I'm like, this is like way over, like, I don't think that's really worth it. Like, the DNA tests are expensive. Let's just save some money and not do that. So we got one DNA test that I might do on him. We'll see. Just getting all my materia. Alright, time to level Samurai. I'm not very good at playing Samurai, so let's see what happens. But I have a theory that the new tribe quests are going to start at 85, because every other, like, kind of quest has started at 85 this expansion, which makes me think that the tribe quests are also going to be an 85 type of deal. So I want to get Samurai to 85 because I want to level up on my, my melees first. Although I did get all my ranged stuff. I'm actually really close to getting everything done. I do kind of need to slow my roll. Which is why we are going to do leveling and trials. We're going to start with trials because leveling is going to take forever. And Samurai does better when we can just kick a boss's ass. I love Ramu's sword. It's like a lightsaber. It's so much fun. I do have the moon swords. Like, one of the newer swords, too, that glows purple, but my, the glamour is a little too high for my Samurai right now. It's just something I kind of saved. Kitty's sleeping behind me. She's just old and tired. The bow also looks amazing. I love the little, like, forked arrow. Wami Madeira? Looks cool. Oh, are we having a lightning off? We can do a lightning off. Maybe, possibly. lamb off. Q times is a DPS. There we go. This is all of a sudden a lot faster. Let's see what we're gonna get today. Titan hard. Not that bad. Not that bad, not that bad. I like this staff. This is one of those, Savage Eden Raid staffs, I think. Also on my list of things I want to get. Although, that's gonna take some practice to do Savage Eden Raids. I've been doing Titan Extreme Unsynced for, like, Murder Bingo so much. Like, I forgot how easy it is. Like, too hard. Alright, let's go. Hopefully I don't kill Samurai too badly. I'm not very good at melee sometimes. We got this. Gonna do his heart thing, right? No, not yet. Haven't done enough damage. Wasn't that added this year? I don't know. It's been a while. They kind of getting into the feel of it again. Nope, boulders, not doing boulders. Fuck boulders. Okay. I hate boulders. Okay, this is when he does his heart thing, right? He goes up, then he comes back down, does the heart thing. I'm just waiting for that mechanic, because it involves me shifting. Yeah. Okay, it involves me shifting. Focus. I'm getting gold. Come free me! I have been imprisoned! This is only really a butt during extremes. When it's not during extremes, it's actually fine. Heart's gone. Killer, can you get this off me? This has a blue bar above it. You can assume of this. Please? Please? That'd be nice. It's got 32 seconds. It'd be really nice to get this off. I'm just saying. Okay, I guess we can keep it on. The white mage main in me is like, you have time to Asuna this, do that. I have to remember, not everyone is a white mage main who spams Asuna when they shouldn't. Nope, move. Woo, that was close. Just didn't want to get the boulders. I could nope. Probably survive some of that, yep. Samurai actually has a pretty decent field. I want to stand to those. If they get it off me, that'd be nice if they did. I'm gold again. Why am I always in prison? Why I gotta be in the murder jail? Focusing. Oh, someone's down. Dodging that. I'll probably be worrying about positionals a bit more. I don't give a fuck about positionals. I don't main melee DPS. This is not content I need to be worrying too much about positionals. Oh, nope, I still have that on me. Okay, great. Yeah, I can't do the limit break if I have that on. It lowers my damage. The healer could have taken it up. No, we had to drag this out. Okay. I'm sorry, healer. I didn't mean to. I love that this person's name is Dancing Queen. Hell yes. Great. What does this look like? I don't think I've seen Titan's red. All Titan's weapons look ugly as frick, except maybe the warrior axe in the book. I mean, the red mage one isn't too bad, but most of them are just kind of ill. Okay. My hair is so frizzy. Come here! He might be under the bed again. I'm trying to discourage him from going under the bed because he's still a growing puppy and he's gonna get stuck there someday and not realize it. And I really don't want him to get stuck there. But he keeps going under the bed because he thinks he's a tiny little puppy and he's growing and he's not. He's gonna get stuck. I don't want him to get stuck. Leveling. Hey Maple, wanna come say hi on stream? No. She's so out of it. I like it if she came and said hi on stream, but she's just not a very agile doggo. She mostly spends her time sleeping. She's 10 years old. She's not gonna do much. Hey, Maple! Oh my god, she's not even awake. Come here! Hi, I got food! You want it? You want it? Oh, good job. So gentle. Well, she raised her head up for that, but she didn't get up. Did not get up. She knows she's in retirement and she's loving her life. She was definitely not gonna get up. Yeah, you're just gonna raise your head, Maple. Okay. Now she's just staring at me. It's like, you disturbed my slumber for nothing, human. You just gave me food and that was it. Stop disturbing my slumber. Okay, 50. You know what? Let's do Barrett's DNA test. This is just gonna be me sticking a swab down his throat. But, you know, it's just something to do, and hopefully I can maybe show a cute popter on stream, because I got, I'm 50 in the waiting queue. So we got time. Okay, how the fuck do I open this? It's a box. It shouldn't be that hard to open. God damn it. Okay. Box I need to send back. They said, one of the things they think are we'll put you in touch with your dog's ancestors. And I'm just like, my dog is a mutt from rural California. I don't think his ancestors have done this. I'm gonna go on a limb here and say his ancestors were strays. I don't care about that. That's all Addy stuff. This, I'm guessing, is the swab. Yep. Oh god, that's sad. They have to tell people to reward their dogs for doing a good job. Oh, that's sad that they have to tell people that. That should just be, I don't have to send the box back. I got a packing slip. Make sure it's been 30 minutes since your pup ate. Swab lower cheek pouches. Insert swab into tube with tip facing down. Yes. CSI Miami rules. Excellent. This is pretty self-explanatory. I just need to go get him. Maple, you wanna help me go find Bear? No, she's not gonna get up. Alright, gotta go locate the bear cub. I'll be right back. Can't get food. I can't use food to lure him out. Bear! Buddy! Where are you? Before upstairs. Hi, Maple. You don't have to get up. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to get up, Maple. Maple, if you don't have to get up. Let me just make sure everyone can see what I'm doing. I want to make sure you all can see what I'm doing. So, how are we gonna do this? I can't move my chair any more than this. So hopefully, yes, there's the bear cub. And I guess we are going to do this. And there's Maple. She wants food. I know, I am going to get everyone food. You can't eat, because I need to make sure it's been 30 minutes since the last thing. But I know if I feed Maple, you'll stick around. Hi, yes, you get food for existing. Thank you. You're an old retired pit bull. You get food for existing. Okay, what are we doing? Are we doing this? I know, you're being very good and you're sitting. I have scissors. We're just going to use the scissors. I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah. Yes. Oh, okay. Hi. Yes, you're being pushy. Yes, you are. Hi. You're so tall. How do I need to put it back in with the tip facing down. Okay, so this screws. That's great. Okay. Yes, they are great. Not what I meant to do. I spilled something. Alright, ready? I'm gonna make sure you swab your cheeks. I'm gonna make sure you swab your cheeks. Yes, you're being very good. You can't eat it, though. You can't eat it, though. Okay, insert into clear bag. Hi, yes. I know, we're just doing stuff. How do I open this? Goddamn. Oh, there's the clear bag. Okay. Insert into clear bag. Oh, thank you for the follow! Okay. I think I'm doing this right. I don't know. Ah! Alright, good job, Bear. You did so well. You did so well, Bear Cub. Yes, you did. You're sitting very well. Yes, you're sitting so good. You did well. Yeah. I know. You're so well behaved. Oh my god. You want to show anyone your tricks? You have some tricks. You're learning tricks. Oh, yes. Yes, you are. Guess I can. You want to show the people your service dog work that you're working on? You want to show them some skills? Oh, that's a good lean. That's a good lean. Yes, good job. So that's a lean. That's for deep pressure therapy. Come here, lean. Good lean. Yes, good lean. So I taught him to lean on command, so he knows that for deep pressure therapy. And that also works into a cover. So for cover, what eventually, and this is actually a really cool thing. Come here. Sit. I can't really do it too well here because I don't actually have a lot of room, but that's good. So another thing you can do with service dogs when you're in a line is you can make them sit in front of you and behind you. And I know you're doing well. He's still kind of young, so he's being impatient. But you make them sit in front of you and behind you in line, and this is really good because it allows you. Yep, come here. Sit. Sit. Okay, that's very good. That's actually really good. But it allows you to create space and lines, but it makes people feel less insecure being around you. Because if it looks outwardly like you're positioning your service dog to create space, people get insecure, and when they get insecure, they get defensive. When they get defensive, they get combative. So, yes, you're doing so good. That was like a sit and a lean, and I like that you combined those two. That was a very innate thing. I want you to sit in front of me, though. I know there's not a lot of space. You're doing really well, though. So, you can, like a cover is kind of having him do it in front or behind me. Don't do that. Don't stick your nose there. You know better. You know better. You get behind is still something we're working on with him. Another thing that we're eventually, nope, that's good. Kind of behind me now. So that's a really cool thing to do, like with not just a service dog, you can also do it with your own dog when you're waiting in lines. If you want to create space, you can have them sit or lie down behind or in front of you, and it creates space without making it look like you're trying to create space. Which is great because then, no one gets insecure and no one gets defensive. I know, Maple, you know this. You're old hat at this. You know this. This is old hat tricks for you. Don't chew on her. Oh my god. Yeah. He's lying down there because he thinks that we're resting. So I let him lie down if we're resting. If I'm going to make him do something that's like long term, he can rest and he can lie down. He can conserve that energy. Learning to conserve energy is a skill that he can do. I know, I'm supposed to be streaming a game, and here I am showing you how I do service dog things. I guess I can show you how I do stuff for a panic attack, too. He's kind of learning the different ins and outs of it, though, so we'll see. So, I don't know if you can see too well, but if I go down here and I kind of put my things like this. There we go, good job. So he's supposed to force part his hands and kind of lick my face. Yes, good job. Good job. I know, Maple's also trying to do this because she's old hat at this. She knows this. She's a therapy dog. She knows this. She's like, why aren't you feeding me? I know this. I'm good. There's nothing there, bear. Nothing there, bear cub. So yeah, I can, if I do this, yes, good job. I don't want him to lick my face too much because he is a puppy and he's been probably sniffing some shit, but I don't. I know, Maple, you're doing very well. You're doing very well too. You get treats just for existing. Yeah. Like, don't eat me there. There. Yeah. So yeah, there's some stuff like, and this is stuff you can teach your dog to do even if they're not a service dog. Like, well, it's just regular stuff. What I do. Let me get back up there. I know, it kind of stream kind of took a weird turn there, but yeah, just stuff we're working on, Bear and I. He's got a long way to go, but he's only like 9 months old, so he should be fine. Yeah. You know, he's just got a long way to go. But he's doing very well. Yes, you are. You and Maple are cuddling. It's very cute. You did very well there. You did very, very well. He also really likes to work, too. So right now he knows lean on command. We're working on cover, some stuff like that. I know I said lean and you came over here and you kind of leaned on me while I was sitting. That was very good. That was very good. He's very smart. It's a problem. He figured out how to open up our trash can. So we had to put baby gates on everything. I know. We had to put baby gates on everything, Bear. Am I supposed to open this? Is this like a tab? What is happening here? Oh, it is a tab. Okay, cool. Great. Yes, that is a piece of trash. Do not touch it. I know. Let's see what you are. We're going to find out what you are. We're going to find out what you are. Yes, we are. We're going to find out. That is the hope. I'll just stick this in the mail. Hey, why are you pushing my chair? I'm getting pretty good at that. Okay, you did well. You did well. You sit. Oh, you found something. They keep saying he's a hound. So his adoption papers said he was a cur. A cur. C-U-R. That is not a dog. That's not like a breed of like a cur. That's what his papers said. He was a cur dog. And I called bullshit on that. And then they were like, he's probably some sort of hound mix. And I was just like, a hound mix implies that he can smell. He might be a sight hound mix, but he cannot smell where food is or shit sometimes. So, I don't know. We'll see what you are. Here, there. Here, you're doing very well. You're kind of lying on my chair legs, which makes me kind of worried I'm going to roll over you. But it's good to see you don't have any issue with space. There we go. Well, that was a nice little detour to take while we were waiting for leveling to load. Alright. I know, you're sitting. You're doing so well sitting. You are. Oh, yay, Dong Meg. I like this one. You have to kill the frog boys first, though. I might need to type that in chat if we wait. Frog boys have to die first. Kill the frog boys! In their pompous little British suits with their canes and their... Frog boys must die! Just a frog boy. Hey, come get the frog boy, it must die! Alright, I'll 1v1 the frog boy. Frog boys have to die first. That's how this works. Nope, that was the wrong way to do. My AoE combo for Samurai is this. And then, yeah. Ah, God, it's been so long since I played Samurai. I actually kind of like Samurai. I mean, I definitely like Reaper more, and Dragoon's always like a really safe option. But Samurai's really fun, too. I'm kind of like ambivalent on Monk, to be honest, though. Some people really hate Monk and have really strong opinions on Monk. Monk, for me, is just like... It's a DPS. I don't really have that strong opinions on it. My girlfriend really likes Monk. She says that, like, it now feels like it has a lot more of, like, a skill level to it. I don't really have strong opinions either way. I'm like, it's a DPS, it's a melee DPS. Maybe I've just played too many MMOs. I'm like, it's the fist melee DPS. A lot of places have one. Ours is Monk. Frog boys have to die first. Kill the frog boy. Yeah, Pink's gonna feel the burn if you don't get the frog boy out of here. And we can work on other things. The pompous little British suits. I'm trying to focus. It's been a while since I've done this. Yes, these two. And this one. And this one. Yes, okay. Oh, getting back into the swing of it. Oh, this dungeon's so pretty though. God damn. I hate this one, though. I hate the water spout thingy-mabob. That annoys the frick out of me. But all the froggos will die. Only gay frogs are allowed to live. And these froggos are not gay. And therefore they will die. Don't like this, I don't like this. Second win, save my ass. Thank you. And we're not a healer, stop putting overtime things on. Yeah, I need to get better about that. Okay. Oh, the mental energy it takes for me to relearn a class. I could do some slight relearning stuff. Okay, I don't need to slam down the shield thing all the time. I do need to do that when I'm playing Reaper in PvP, but not here. What are you doing? Chewing my chair legs. Why? I worked hard to build this chair, Bear. Oh, frick. Save me! A bloodbath. Oh, no, the healer used the thing. That was... okay. You have to do that. Stack. Stackity stack stack. There! Stop complaining! Ah, yes, the old run outside and bark maneuver. Not getting fed anymore. Still a little puppy. Actually, he's not little anymore. He's like 8 months, 9 months old now, so he's not little. He's old enough that, like, to know better. But to be fair, we got him at like 7 months, so it's not like he's been in a house that long. So he is a little behind the learning curve with some things. Although, on the other end of the spectrum, like, he's very unflappable naturally, which is kind of what you want. Yeah, Bear's story is, that essentially, a teenage boy found Bear when he was a really little itty-bitty puppy, and, I'm guessing kind of kept him in his garage or something until he got big enough that, like, the guy's parents told him that he had to, like, get rid of the dog. So he was just wandering around rural California with Bear following him, eventually he ran into somebody who knew someone who ran a shelter, and that's how they got Bear. So he was, like, around people and, like, slightly socialized. Like, he wasn't, like, not socialized. He's pretty unflappable with most things, which makes sense if he was, you know, around teenage boys for most of his early life. So, yeah, but it's kind of sad. But at the same time, you know, at least, like, that kid's got a good head on his shoulders, you know? Did his best with what he could. I don't know what the fuck Maple's story was. Maple was just an owner surrender, and we saw her at a pet fair just being all chill, and we're like, you're coming home with us. We didn't intend to get another dog. We were just there and got another dog. That's how we ended up with Maple, and Maple's just very sane. She's definitely had puppies at some point, though. Alright, where are we going? These mushroom fungus things are really terrifying when you think about it. They're like mushrooms with legs. Like, how fucking insane is that? It's a leg mushroom. Frog boy has to die. If we don't kill the frog boy, it makes our jobs harder. This is a big hole. Okay. We got this. Slow and steady. Out of that. Did not get out of that in time. Fuck. I meant to go one way and accidentally went the other way. Whoops. Whoopsie doodles. Second wind will give me some boost there. Being a melee DPS. You get hit as much as the tank, but you just can't take it like the tank can. You gotta brush up on your dodging and weeding skills. Alright. I forgot that I can now roll meat on slaying things. I play caster and healer so much I forget about this fact. Okay. Not what I want to do. There we go. retraining my fingers for samurai stuff. Whoa, whoa, where are we going? Circle is this way. Okay, take a tether. No! Ah! Healer! God damn it! Okay. That was my tether! Salty about that. Alright, gotta do this next. Oh, planted root, gotta get out of that. Why didn't the healer do Azai's there? I need to stop critiquing healers just because I main one. I need to stop doing that. Azai's is a good, if you're a white mage though, Azai's is a great skill to use there because you can hit all of the planted roots in one go. I need to stop criticizing. Considering how badly I'm playing Samurai, I'm sure Samurai main has plenty to say about how I'm playing Samurai. So I should really... I should stop judging. Yeah. I'll take this one, so the dancer can get that one. If they're gonna get that one. Should get that one. Makes our job a lot harder if you don't get it. Gotta get the tethers. Okay. There we go. Nicely done, nicely done. More stuff to sell. The more stuff I get, the more stuff I can sell. The more stuff I sell, the more gil I get. The more gil I get, the more I can benefit my FC. Or buy stuff I actually want. Like glamour I actually want. Although I don't really have anything on the market board right now glamour-wise. Usually it's just like if I need a piece. Match something. Alright. Okay, no frog boys yet. Frog boys might be incoming. And move them so they're not facing us. We can hit them from the back. Just move through. I give up. In order to hit my positionals, I will move to the back. I can get those positionals. Because apparently flipping the enemies is too hard to ask. I need to stop. I need to stop. Oh my god, I'm being so mean, I need to stop. Probably do, I just need to stop. I need to stop being mean. There we go. Hey, I actually executed that right. That was a good combo I did right there. Hey, frog boys have to die. Them and their little pompous suits need to go. Otherwise, we all die. Frog boys do not die. We will all die. I really wish these Kelpies were a mount. It annoys me to hell and back that they made this model, but they didn't make it a mount. Maybe one day it will become a mount, but I really want these Kelpies to be a mount. Like, they made the model, it looks really fucking cool, and we get a Kelpie mount. All I'm asking. Alright. That's what I meant to do. There's a lot, yeah. I like this dungeon because it's kind of like the Fey realm. One day I wanted to do the Titania fight while saying her thing in Shakespeare. I did play Titania in a Midsummer Night's Stream, so I know all her lines. Did all her lines while doing her fight. I bet I could do it. I might repeat some stuff because it'd be muscle memory. I know her fight really well, though. I had to do it a lot for Mental Roulette because no one really wants to do that. No one wants to do Titania. Not bad. Once you get like the core mechs, it's not that bad. Mostly Titania's fight is just like it's basically like a DPS check. One massive DPS check, that's her fight, really. One massive DPS check and don't get burned. That's essentially her fight. You fulfill those two things. Well, I mean, there is like a tank buster. If you don't position it carefully, it can wipe the entire party, and that sucks ass. But like, for the most part, it's just a pretty straightforward fight, that fight. You know, just... I have like signs all set up though, because it can get a little antsy. Hey Paladins! Nice to see ya! How you doing? How's your day going? Away! Look away! There we go. Get behind. I don't want to be an imp. There we go. Oh, thank God, being an imp is not fun. As good as can be sounds about right. Okay, I'm not going to be one of the people who falls here. I am not going to be one of the people who falls and it gets clipped. It always gets clipped, and I don't want to be one of the people who falls. Okay. Very slowly, very slowly. We can do this. Got this. Very slowly. Hell yes! Okay. Not fall! Okay, he's down. Let's hit him. Nope, he moved. Oh, frick, he's gonna turn into... Yeah, okay. Ew, nope. Nope. No gibbering mouthers in this fight. Nope. Yeah, no, a lot of people, they like to clip people falling in Dawn Meg. Not gonna fall into on Meg. I did just get a concussion though. Hopefully the healer will take that off me. Because that's gonna eat me away. Wasn't really paying attention there. Some of these spinny bosses are not as fun when you're a melee DPS because you gotta hit your positionals. And the spinniness is not ideal. And then he's gonna bleed all of us. It's yeah. Okay. I guess it is up to me to do the limit break. There's no other melee here. Yep, that's the bleed. That's fun. I'm actually gonna put Bloodbath up for that. That's gonna help me out there. Also help the healer out, makes me less of an issue. Try to take some heat off the healer there. Look away. There we go. Get behind him. Okay. I'm a little quiet because I'm still focusing on relearning Samurai, and the complexities of being a melee DPS are a little not what I'm used to. I usually main caster or healer, so it's a little different. He's at 10. Okay, 9. I should do this. Go. Yeah, there we go. Right. Got this. Yes. Okay. Relearning Samurai is okay. Whew. I guess let's do the dancer. Gotta make sure. Gotta make sure that you know you come in DPS some of the time. DPS need their commendation scores too. All right. Got stuff to sell and to do. Woo! I do melee DPS, and then I do something else, and then I forget how difficult it can sometimes be to be a melee DPS. I should try out the new... I don't know. Part of me is like, I should try out the new MSQ, and then I'm like, but I don't want to do the new MSQ dungeon. Oh, hey, I got a Feyblade! No. Ew. It's kind of a weird, icky brown color. I'm not about that life. I'm not about having a unappealing glam. I mean, this is kind of cute, but it's not dyeable, and I could just do the ones that has it being dyeable. Because all of this is the same as the stuff in Malik as well. And that stuff is dyeable, which means I have more glam options for it. So I will do that there. And then also the weapons, there's kind of like, not really, I mean, I guess it is technically kind of a reskin, but there's reskins for level 81. Actually, let's see how the necklace looks. Necklaces don't really look that good on Aura because the scales and all that, so... Also, they just kind of sit weirdly on their necks. So I tend not to use a lot of necklaces for my Aura characters. Maybe when I go back to Mikote, I might do stuff. Or if Fem Hrothgar ever comes out, maybe. It'll depend how necklaces look on that. We shall see. My damage? I'm not damaged. Let's do a quick guild heist because that'll get me my challenge log up. And it's also going to be fairly fast-paced. Lightsaber sword. I really should just make like I guess it's purple, so I should make like a Jedi outfit for my lightsaber sword. I guess what I'm wearing kind of looks vaguely Jedi-esque, but not really. I should just make like a full-on Jedi outfit. To match the lightsaber sword. That would look dope as fuck, though. Oh, what would I even do? I have some ideas. I do really like this one. It's very, like, Asm Steppy type. Oh, Charlene at nighttime, the music is amazing. So soothing. Okay. Now that I'm waiting, let me just make sure I did this right. Close cap and shake 10 times. I did not shake it 10 times. I guess I can do that in the bag. Hell, it'll probably shake 10 times in the mail. The way FedEx delivers stuff, this is gonna shake 10 times no matter what I do. I don't need to shake it. FedEx is gonna do my job for me. You good, Maple? Okay. She's just out of it. Woo! Just out of it. Oh, I know I said your name. Hi. Thanks. Yes, I did. Hi. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to wake you. You can go back to sleep. You look so pouty. You can go back to sleep. It's okay. It's okay. Go back to sleep. It's okay. Go back to sleep. She's like, you said my name. What do you need? Aw. She's a very attentive doggo. The classic pity thing of not wanting to be away from the people, you know? Come on, Guild Heist, I'm number 2. Just get me in there. Me and my spinny tortoise. Spin. I should really make a Jedi thing. But, like, I don't know what would... Actually, maybe. It wouldn't be that hard to get. You can't. Trying to think of what would be a good Jedi thing to go with my lightsaber sword. I guess I need a hood? I have some hooded stuff. Anyway, getting the hood is not that bad. It is a little bit more difficult for melee classes than it is for, like, caster and healer. But there are some hoods out there. I think the Farstrider one... Maybe that's not the exact name. And I think the Griffin gear has some hood stuff. There's some options, is what I'm saying. It just depends on what kind of look you're going for, though. Hell's Cure has one that works pretty well. Always foggy in Charlian. Charlian has the same issue Limsa does when it comes to taking screenshots, which is it's either, well, similar issues to Limsa. So in Limsa Limsa, it's either foggy or it's rainy when it comes to taking screenshots. In Charlian, it's either snowy or it's foggy. Sometimes it's rainy, but usually snow or fog when it comes to taking screenshots. And then there's like a brief moment, because I mean it is coastal, it's like a coastal town, so I get the whole fog thing. Limsa moments in Charlian just make me think of like being a Mendocino sometimes. Or like Monterey, any kind of bay area or town. Oh, it's this one! Frick. Okay. Letting everyone know, just in case someone's new. We have to kill them all at the same time. And one of them will be immune. Be immune for a bit. Just making sure everyone knows the mix, because otherwise this fight is not fun. And then as a DPS, I just kind of stand here. Yeah, because that's the one that's immune, so when that one's not immune and they're all up. Otherwise they just respawn. We're gonna respawn. Yes, that's the one that's immune right now. When that one stops being immune, kill them all. Yeah, because otherwise they just respawn. And it's not fun. This was one of the only guild heists. Stop killing them! God damn it. Okay, this stop being immune. We kill them all now, it'll be good. Or get them low at least. If some of them are down, then that's gonna, yeah. Alright, yep, nope. We keep crawling back up. Isn't a new one get... We kill this one, and then we kill the others maybe, unless another one is now immune. Okay, they're not... You have to kill them all at the same time, okay? I'm just gonna hold off and let it happen. Because I think I'm just, there isn't immunity on them, but if we don't kill them all at the same time, they're just gonna keep respawning. So I'm just gonna wait till they're all here and up, and the tank has them all before I start doing any sort of DPS. It does. You have to kill them all at the same time. You're just killing them individually. Okay. They're just gonna summon the big monster now. I mean, it's not like the end of the world if they do that. It just makes this whole thing take a lot longer than it has to. And that's just kind of annoying. It doesn't need to take that long. Everyone else is making it take that long. God damn it. Could have just waited till the immunity lapsed and then axe them all down at the same time. I'm trying not to complain too much. This guild heist takes a while if you don't do that right, and we've reached the point of no return, you know? So they're probably all gonna, yep, they're all gonna summon the giant monster now because we can't axe them down at the same time, and it creates a domino effect, and honestly, this is like my least favorite guild heist. Like, this guild heist sucks because of this one mechanic. And the reason we never see this mechanic again in game is probably because the devs realized that it didn't work. Yeah, what part of we have to kill them all at the same time did you not understand? Honestly, during this fight, I literally hold off DPS and I just let the tank hold aggro, and that's about it. Because otherwise, this is what happens. I should have just held off DPS before, but I was like optimistic that we were gonna kill them all, but nope. Nope, that didn't work. Ah. Oh, is one invincible now? Get them low, but don't kill till the invincible one is done. Invincibility goes up one. No, they killed it before the invincibility went off! Now they're just gonna respawn. I give up. I give up! I give up on this one. We'll just wait for the giant monster to spawn. That'll just have to happen. Just waiting for the giant monster to spawn now. waiting for the giant monster to spawn at this point. Because I don't know who, I think maybe it is the tank, maybe it's the summoner, the scholar, I don't know. At this point, I'm just waiting for the giant monster to spawn, and then we shall kill it. This usually doesn't take this long. This usually takes like seconds if the mechanics done right. But we're just waiting for people to kind of get their rearing gear. Let's get them low. Keep an eye. One of them has invincibility. So stop killing them and just get them low. And maybe just let the tank do most of the DPS here with her AoEs. Because otherwise it goes a little too fast. This is like a holding off of DPS game until the right time. And one of them still has this invincibility buff here. So we need to make sure we don't kill them before that goes away. So I'm just going to let the tank AoE, and then I will take them down. It's a DPS game. So you have to hold off. Yeah, they're gonna get in a line and they're gonna summon their monster. And yeah, so just get this guy low. Yeah. Okay. Hurry, quick. Finally! God damn, that usually doesn't take that long. Okay, but now they know. Now they know. I'm not commending anyone here. Nope. That didn't need to be like that. That didn't need to be like that at all. When something that unnecessary happens, no one's getting commended. Okay, talk to the guy so we can all leave. Or I could just leave. I'm just gonna leave, yeah. That is the least fun guild heist out of all of them. At least I didn't die though. What should I do next? Oh, I could... Well... I guess I will do frontline, but I'm not gonna level up samurai doing that. I am going to work on my Reaper doing that, so that I can work on maybe getting some wins in on frontline. All the stuff to do on frontline. Still walking my little Red Riding Hood get up. I do have a really good glam right now on my healer though. Well, not on my healer, but I have a really good... I managed to get this coat for healer. I managed to make a pretty decent glam out of it. It's still a little iffy. I might have to do some work on it, but it's getting there. We're that to a wedding. I still have to rewrite over that one. I'm gonna switch out my minion. What do my current achievements look like? I don't know, winning stuff in Frontline actually I think is more of a grind than winning stuff in Crystalline Conflict. Because Crystalline Conflict is really fast and Frontline's kind of long and chaotic, and you can just lose by a hair thread. Come on everyone, I know Frontline can take some time. We got this, though. Two more people. Oh, I guess it is Mother's Day. Hey, lvling, how you doing? I am okay. I am tired. I guess it is Mother's Day. I kind of forgot about that. I don't know. We don't really celebrate like a lot of holidays in my household, so I forget. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. I kind of thought Mother's Day already happened. I don't know. My mom's at a work conference, so it's not something I'm really thinking about. Oh, this is cool. This is like from one of the Alexander Savage ones. It's neat. Ah! A fire yeti! Eureka. I also had soup for lunch. What kind of soup do you have? Alright, this is one of the easier ones to do, so hopefully that lends itself well to not dying, which would be bad. Don't want to die. Ooh, we can manage to snag red really quickly here. I think flames are gonna try. Some. Maybe. Lamb chowder's the best. Okay, the node. Okay, got the node. I don't want to die. That's kind of how I best serve my party, is by not dying here. So, I can't get my OBS camera to work, so I have to use my integrated camera right now. And it's also kind of bright outside, so we'll see. I don't know if the game might just be blurry because I'm in frontline, and that's a chaotic clusterfuck. Oh, just the game? Huh, weird. I mean, it might just be because I'm in frontline and that's a chaotic clusterfuck. Yeah. Frontline tends to be really laggy and have some issues, so it's possible it's just not playing well on stream. Okay, we got that. Why is that one taking so long? Okay, finally they got that. There must have been some opposition. Oh, I don't know if I want to pull that far. Pushing that far doesn't seem like a good idea. It's a little too near Maelstrom's base. When they die, where are they going to respawn? They're going to respawn really close to there, and we're going to respawn all the way back here. And new nodes are up, so going to get those new nodes is probably a better option. I'm about to die. Nope, 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 nope. Gonna die, gonna die. Nope, 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 nope. Run away! Back to my team. Where is my team? There's the team. I mean, yeah, possibly. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna go for it. Ah, no! Machinists set up their goddamn turret there. I can't reach it from all the way back here. No! Come on, let me get it, let me get it, let me, no! Got so close there, come on. No, okay, I'm gonna die. Nope, nope, yep, I did. I was really hoping. I was hoping I could just snag it while everyone was, but nope. Yeah, it doesn't serve me well. Alright, let's go get these other two. We're doing well at some of the littler stuff, which I think is going to get us some points. And I think as Flames and Mail go to, like, get that, we can maybe snag this middle one here. We're going to have to divert forces. That's the hope. I don't know if it's something I want to put into test, though. Yep, I'm going to go get that. Grabbing some of these little ones will help supplement not... Okay, but we did get that one, so... That means Maelstrom might start hitting us really hard. They're all gonna go get that one, which they should do, because I can kind of handle this. Come on, okay. Get these little ones, that's gonna help us out. Fight off Flame. Okay, we got that. Flame's gonna grab that on their way out, though, because we're kind of pushing them into that. Yeah, they grabbed that. Ah, why is there just that? Okay. No, when did Mail come back here? No! Fuck, Mail decided to pull the sneaky and pinch us. The frick? No! No! That far from your base? Fuck no! I'm gonna pull a sneaky too. Now, for the love of frick. Come on. You can try pinching us, but we're just gonna go back there. Okay, actually I'm gonna die so I can get back there and I can get that big note. That's for more points. Sacrifice a little to gain a lot. Because they're too busy trying to be sneaky to actually... But if we can get this big node, kind of bypass the defenses here. Yeah, there we go. We can kind of obliterate the stragglers down here. That shield doesn't last forever. Oh, frick. There we go. Let's get this. Okay, this person's clearing it. Alright, now, do we want to push? There's some Maelstrom down here I kind of want to get. They're kind of far away from their group, and they're kind of getting at our base, and I don't want that. That's where we respawn. So if we can just go kind of deal with them, that'll be good. And that frees up some... Like, 1 gets us some points, and 2 frees up some stuff, so... Yeah. Picking off the stragglers is honestly just, like, has been a really good strategy, I found, in some of these big crystalline conflict matches. Or not crystalline conflict, I mean frontline matches. Just getting the stragglers seems to work pretty decently. I don't want cases down there. Too many blue. Not dealing with that. Fuck. Come on. Don't pursue me. Just for the love of... Maybe I can bait some of them back here. Okay, I'm gonna take some of that. Let's get this little one down here. And supplement us a bit. Male's gonna throw a hissy fit. Summoner instead. Woo! For the love of frick, okay. Well, at least I distracted them long enough so they don't go bother the others there. It can be a distraction. That's still a valid strategy, the distraction strategy. Hey, come fight me down here while my others get that very nice node right there that pops up and you can fight for this tiny little triangle. Make them all fight for the tiny little triangle while we get the giant node. Oh, this is gonna be a bloodbath. They're gonna probably split to take care of that, though. Maybe I'll go get some of the... No, they died from doing that. Okay. I don't... yeah. Oh, for the love of... That wasn't what I meant to press, but it works. I'm stunned. That's a bad place to be stunned. Fuck. At least I made some headway. Yeah, and then we have this one down here, which we can go get. Yeah, the flames are doing really well. Okay. I did manage to snag those two. They're kind of pushing out there. Okay. I don't want to get pushed. Fuck. Okay. This is Dark Knight again. Okay, they're going too far for me to really constitute that. Ag, no, they got those nodes. I don't like that. teams won. We got second place though. That's pretty good. Always commend the tank in PvP. A lot of focus. Gotta do some stretches. Okay. How am I doing PvP wise? Series milestones. Okay. Hanging in there. Let's do some crystalline conflict. Kind of a chill stream today, honestly. Usually I'm a little bit more high energy. I'm just a little tired today. Had a really busy week. Had to do a lot of horse dentistry, which I don't know if you've ever tried to give it a 1,000-pound plus animal a shot, but doesn't always work out okay. So I spent a lot of energy doing that. I mean, my guy was good, but some of the other people needed some help with theirs, so. Yeah. Whew. Very tiring. And then I also had like 3 meetings on like Friday morning. I don't know, has this person been hit yet, this red mage? I know they're hitting on lewd portraits, but yeah, it was like, honestly, so giving the horses shots is a lot, but then also they have to have anesthetic for their dentistry, and you have to wait like an hour and a half for the anesthetic to wear off. So that's also very tiring, because you kind of have to do nothing for an hour and a half and just make sure like they're okay. And then I also had class, and it was a lot. I cannot wait till summer. I'm probably not doing classes this summer, I'm just taking mental health. They'll also allow me to like stream a bit more and do a lot more, to be honest. Which is kind of what I want to do. And summer classes are just super intense as well. Like, fitting all of that into like 6 weeks it's not a fun scenario. Yeah, I'm getting hit. I'm in the crystal, and that's where everyone wants to be. The hope, at least. But, you know, little bits at a time. It was kind of cool to do some work with Bear on stream today. Maybe if I have some updates, I'll post them there too. Yep. I was just a roadblock there. He's doing really well in some of his stuff, so kind of fun to show that off. Maple's just snoring in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not. I'm just snoozing. We are not winning this one. We got too much of a disorganized start. We need to be in the crystal, and no one really seems to want to be there. Yeah, they're gonna win. I mean, I still get paid. So I'll do the healer? I don't know. here we go again, with some nice, casual, chill matches. Chilling out. I'll work on getting a red and black scythe to kind of match my little Red Riding Hood glam. Wolf Den has one, but you have to get wolf collars for it. I'm not sure if I want to spend that much of my crystals on wolf collars yet. Because something new might come, and I might want that more, but... That's silly about this red mage. I really like the adventurer plates. I like it when people do funny stuff with them. It just kind of gives a nice laugh to the day. Waiting. There we go. What the frick was that? Honestly, how most things in PvP go. And I'm dead. Yay! Might just be a shorter stream. I can get my rest in, you know. Fire is about to start. Come on, come on, come on, no! Damn. Nope, don't want to be there. Fire zone. And they got us, yep. I like the motion of this music. It sounds very Pirates of the Caribbean-y, though. I don't know, I haven't seen Pirates of the Caribbean in a long time, but it does sound very like dun 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 dun. Like, I don't know if it's just me. Maybe I'm just not right there. Ooh, did not do too well, but I still got paid in experience. Oh, it's so pretty! Finally, sun in Charlian! God damn it, gorgeous! Not fog and rain. PvP and chill. Honestly, I don't really care if I win or lose, I just care that I get the experience. I mean, it's nice to win and lose, but like getting the experience and completing the series milestones would also be really fun. Who's in Umbra? Lullafells always look so devious in their adventure pics. Nothing that interesting there. Hello, people. Oh, this Lancer and I are wearing the same skirt. That's embarrassing. I think I wear it better, though. Not that I'm biased or anything. Why is the other team already using standard issue elixirs? We haven't even gotten into combat yet. Do they do something more than just... Nope, they just restore your health. That's weird. Not gonna read too much into it. Okay. Well, 2 melee. May be able to do this. Pushing. Some heavy losses there, just need to hold off. Just hold off long enough, maybe my team will be able to, yeah, get some ground. Nope, they immediately didn't go into the crystal. I get kind of infuriated that it's called crystalline conflict, and yet not enough people push the crystal. They just kind of hang back and they refuse to like push it. And if everybody just pushed it together, it would be a lot better. But no, people go after stragglers, or they don't actually. It's kind of a pet peeve. It's called crystalline conflict for a reason. They're gonna get me, okay. Ah, should have just hit the actual thing there. I hate the wind thing, though. A fire one I actually kind of don't mind because it's at least dodgeable, but the wind one isn't dodgeable. It just affects everybody, and if you're not careful, you'll die. Even if you are careful, you can die. Like, I don't really like how the wind thing. I feel like they should maybe. I know people don't want them to nerf stuff, but that feels like maybe a nerfing practice. Stop fighting people over there and come actually push the. I give up with this. Yeah, random group multiplayer. Unfortunately, Crystalline Conflict, unless you like schedule like an actual match, you can't go in with a party. You have to go in just with multiple people. So that's the annoying part of that. Like, if you could like, I mean, I get it. They don't want like people to be massively overpowered or anything, but like. I mean, it would be nice to at least be able to pair up with, like, one other person, you know? At least one other person would be much appreciated. Because, like, sometimes you just work together better with certain types of people, and it's a little bit nicer to do, like, it makes it, like, hard to, like, actually enjoy it with your friends. Because you can't join together with your friends. Just the wonders of that situation. Kinda wish I could just team up with some. Come on, who's the last person who didn't... What DPS fell asleep? Let's go. We're back to the wind one. Yeah. Yeah. I think on Tuesday I'm gonna play Guild Wars 2. I'm gonna jump back into that one for a bit and just see how it is. Just because the hype from the patch is kind of wearing down Final Fantasy XIV, and I'm kind of like completing stuff, so like next Tuesday I might try to space it out, so I kind of maybe do Final Fantasy XIV on like Sunday and Guild Wars 2 on Tuesday, or vice versa, or whatever, just spacing kind of my MMO playing this out. I'm kind of getting that Guild Wars 2 itch again. Jump back in there. Why are we all just milling around, okay? We need to push the crystal. Why are we all back there? If you don't push the crystal, it doesn't move. It doesn't move on its own. You have to actually push it. I'm just gonna sit here blinking at the illogicism. Yeah, I mean, I don't know a ton about Guild Wars 2 anyway. I've never really made it past the first expansion. I kind of want to on my Guardian, but I've never done it, so I kind of want to get to that point. I know it is a really good... It's a game that has some really good elements to it that I do really like. But it's a little bit, I held them off a little bit there. Alpha, you and I did try it once. We were Norn, if I recall. It was fun. I don't think I'll ever play an Elementalist again, but it was fun. It's a little hard to solo some of the content as an Elementalist. I do have a Norn Warrior up, though. She's very attractive. I was just trying to get like a lot of different, like, because each race has its own storyline. I was trying to get like a lot of them up to 80. Right now I'm trying to get my Sylvani up to 80. I do have another Sylvani storyline, but I didn't really like how Druid's gameplay worked. So that doesn't help me. But yeah, it's a fun game to play. I might jump back into it on Tuesday, try it out, see what's changed, what's new. Working on my Sylvani. Yeah, a lot of times when games don't click, usually it's part of the headspace. Oh, that machine is just gonna wipe me out, yeah. Yeah, always. I mean, the perks of being an MMO player is there's actually not a lot of games I want to. Yay, we won! There's actually I don't have a long list of games to revisit or play. I mean, I have some I want to revisit for nostalgia factor, but I don't know if I will. Okay, well, on that note, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. Is there someone we should raid? Is Legia still alive? If Legia is still alive, we could raid Legia. Following, who am I following? This is not my following list. Why will it not show me my following list? That's annoying. Anybody got any, Anybody got any input on who we should raid? Guess I could go to... For some reason, on my phone, it's not showing my following channels. Oh, is no one live? No one I'm following is live. I was hoping Legia was still live. If Legia had still been live, that would have been fun.
It's Kurt, it's great to have you here. It's good to see you. I mean, look.
Well, I guess we'll just end the stream then. Yeah. Well, have a great day, everyone. You are all valid and worthy and wonderful, and stay safe and eat cake, because the more you weigh, the harder you are to kidnap. So, yes. Sorry I was a little low energy this time, and it was a kind of short, chill stream. I'm a little tired. On Tuesday, I'm going to be streaming Guild Wars 2, and then I might do it so that on Sunday I stream Guild Wars 2, because there's a lot more content I need to do there. And on Tuesdays, I stream Final Fantasy because there's a lot less content I need to kind of do there. So that might end up being the schedule for a bit. But yeah, have a great day, all you amazing, wonderful people. Stay safe out there.